Welcome to this overview of the new MPC Key 61. MPC Key 61 is a brand new category of production synthesizer keyboard that will deliver the most expressive standalone music creation system ever. Featuring over 20 plugin instruments, thousands of new sound presets by the world's premier sound designers, the legendary MPC sampling and sequencing workflow, and now for the first time on any MPC, 61 semi-weighted keys. I'm Herm from Akai Professional. Join me as I dive deeper into the new MPC Key 61.
MPC Key 61 features 61 semi-weighted keys with aftertouch. This keybed was created with attention to feel, velocity response, and dynamic accuracy, making it perfect for any playing style. Next to the keybed are dedicated pitch and modulation wheels for more creative control. MPC Key 61 also features the new assignable touch strip controller. The touch strip can handle everything from plugin automation, parameter control, functions like note repeat, and more. Every MPC needs drum pads. MPC Key 61 features 16 velocity-sensitive RGB drum pads and bank buttons to quickly access and capture all your drums with ease. The window into the MPC Key 61 workflow is the amazing 7-inch multi-gesture touchscreen. This display presents all your project information beautifully in bright and bold color. Quickly trim and chop samples with ultimate precision. Okay, rounding out the top panel, we have our rotary encoder dial, which we use to adjust data values, as well as 4 360 Q-Link knobs, which we can assign to control various parameters, automation, and more. To the far right, we have the transport section with record, overdub, play, stop, and locate buttons. Over to the top left is the main volume knob, which controls level for both main and headphone output destinations. Now, we have our new sounds button, which quickly pulls up the new sounds page that organizes all the MPC Key 61 plugin instruments, favorite preset selections, as well as a set list section for customized preset sound lineup. The new sounds page is a powerful addition to the MPC workflow, and we'll take a closer look at it later in this overview.
From the inside and out, MPC Key 61 is built for performance and full integration into your studio. Internally, MPC Key 61 is powered by a quad-core processor with 4 GB of RAM, double that of any other current MPC. It also features 32 GB of internal storage and an option for expandable SSD storage.
On the back panel, we have 4 mono 1/4-inch outputs and a stereo 1/4-inch headphone out. Then we have 2 combination 1/4-inch XLR jacks to accommodate line, instrument, and microphone level sources. Each input has an independent switch to set line or instrument signal, as well as independent gain knobs to set level. Flip the plus 48-volt on-off switch to send phantom power to both input channels. Connect to CV/gate devices with 8 1/8-inch TS output jacks. You'll also find a MIDI in, out, and through to connect to sound modules, synthesizers, and other MIDI-enabled devices. MPC Key 61 accepts 3 keyboard pedals to the sustain, expression, and assignable foot switch jacks. Now back on the far right, we have 2 USB-A 3.0 ports to connect class-compliant devices, including external storage, audio interface devices, MIDI controllers, and more. Use the USB-B port to connect to your computer and control the included MPC2 Desktop software. MPC Key 61 also features a network connection to access Ableton Link when Wi-Fi isn't available.
It starts with the sounds. MPC has led the way for standalone technology performance and pushes sonic inspiration and creation even further with the addition of 6 new plugin instruments in MPC Key 61. Debuting for the first time anywhere is the new synth powerhouse, Fabric. Fabric is the hybrid polyphonic synthesizer with hundreds and hundreds of cutting-edge sound instruments. Available in both optimized and XL versions, Fabric takes center stage as the new premier modern music production synthesizer that will respond to the most demanding music creation tasks and satisfy even the most imaginative creators. With 61 semi-weighted keys, let's talk about Stage Piano, an elegant collection of pianos. From magnificent concert grand pianos to intimate upright consoles, Stage Piano is equipped with a fine collection of acoustics that are fun to play and compose with.
Studio Strings is a fine collection of stringed orchestral instruments,
ranging from solo violin, viola, cello, and double bass, up to a full orchestra ensemble. Now for tracks that need more of a cool electro feel, look no further than Stage EP. This assorted collection of keyboards includes Rhodes, Whirly keyboards, and more, ready for the grooviest keyboard licks and progressions you'll ever come up with. OPX4 captures the sound of iconic synthesizers with an amazing assortment of leads, pads, and more for captivating and cutting sound. For a sound with a bit more bite, check out the new organ plugin instrument. Capture rich tone wheel organ sound with real Leslie simulation and virtual drawbars that will quickly take you through mellow jazz, soul-stirring gospel, even screaming classic rock, and more.
One of the biggest updates to the MPC interface and workflow is the new Sounds page. Here, you can access and view all of the MPC Key 61's plugin instruments in one place. Select a plugin, and you'll see pre-sorted sound category groupings, allowing for quick browsing of a particular instrument type. We also have access to a favorites section. Save your go-to sounds here for easy recall by pressing and holding an empty slot. The current preset selection will immediately populate the slot. Next to favorites, we have the Performances tab, which enables you to store entire plugin instrument templates. Load up your favorite plugins all at once to get right into creating without having to spend time making tracks individually. The Setlist tab stores projects for streamlined access. Now, this is really useful if you use MPC Key 61 to perform your tracks live. Queue up your songs one after the other with minimal downtime on stage. The Key Ranges tab is another powerful new tool on the MPC Key 61. Stack and layer multiple track types to create your own custom combinations. For even more performance control, break up the key bed into zones by adjusting the split points. The possibilities are endless, providing you with serious control of your sound and performance. Okay, now that we're familiar with MPC Key 61, let's make a beat. I'll start with some drums. Let's make a 4-bar loop. And let's add in some hi-hats. The touch strip can be assigned as note repeat, so let's use it to add some roll to the hi-hats. Hold the note repeat button and press along the touch strip to select your note repeat subdivision value. Press the hi-hat pad and the sample will be recorded with the repeated steps. Perfect. We'll add one more sample and I'll use 16 levels to change it up a bit. 16 levels splits the sample into 16 increments across the pads. Let's add this in. Now, we can make changes to the beat right from the editor. If we select the pencil tool, we can draw notes right to the piano roll. We can select notes and adjust the length, change the start point, we can transpose, and we can nudge. We can even adjust the note features like velocity with one touch on the 7-inch display. Ratchet breaks the sample into increments that repeat for the entire duration of the note. Let's bring in some 808s, and we'll do this using another new feature that will spread our 808s across the keys. First, I'll trigger the pad of the 808 sample, and I'll open the program editor. Now, if I touch this button here on the top, it'll automatically create a key group instrument from that sample, instantly spread across the keys. The great thing about MPC Overdub is that we can jump in and out of recording without stopping the beat, keeping the creative energy flowing at all times. Next, I'll add some piano vibe to mellow out the track. Let's record the main pluck melody. Now, let's create a hook out of some vocal samples. I'm running all of these vocal samples through the Vocal Tuner insert effect, and one sample I've routed specifically to the harmonizer to add some layers. So I have a reverse effect assigned to the touch strip that I can use to add some additional vibe to the beat. But you have other effects like low pass filter and turntable that you can pull up in real time to liven your beat. It's fast and seamless to not only build your beat, but play your melodic ideas, edit in real time, and add creative touches that take your beat to the next level. MPC Key 61 allows you to chop samples, drum loops and breaks, or melodic samples with ease using the pads in real time. Simply select a sample and press Sample Edit. Now we can use our pads to split our samples as we hit the drum pads one after the other, easily chopping our sample in real time. Once we finish chopping up our sample, we can then use Sample Edit to trim the start and end points of our samples for even more precise cuts, all displayed perfectly on the 7-inch touchscreen. Let's save this chopped up sample as a new program, and now let's add it to our beat. MPC Key 61 allows you to create patterns fast using the powerful step sequencer workflow. To start creating a pattern, simply press a pad and this will now enter the step into your pattern. As we press Shift, we can select another sound and add more steps to fill out the groove. Using the MPC Key 61 step sequencer is a fast and creative way to come up with new ideas for your music. Perfect for electronic music production. MPC Key 61 includes plugins and effects from award-winning Air Music Tech to take your productions to fully mixed and mastered recordings, ready for commercial release. Control a wide range of parameters like EQ or compression with the 4 360 Q-Link knobs. Write automation to add dynamic, responsive mixing to your productions. This is really intuitive with the assignable touch strip when used to record filter and other sweeping effects in real time. Use time-based effects like half speed to add an instant lo-fi feel to your beats. MPC Key 61 includes the MPC2 Desktop software, which can run fully standalone on your computer or can be integrated seamlessly with your favorite DAW, such as Ableton, Logic, and more. Whether you're using it natively or in a host DAW, MPC2 can be controlled completely by your MPC Key 61 keyboard, which means that you can take advantage of the dynamic feel and the efficiency of the MPC workflow instead of a keyboard and mouse. You can even access your favorite third-party AU or VST plugins in MPC2 Desktop. All of the same MPC functions, instruments, and mix plugins are available in the MPC2 Desktop software. When you're finished with your beat, simply drag and drop the audio from MPC into your DAW to finish your song.
Thanks for watching this overview of the new MPC Key 61. Look, this was just the first in a series of resources to help you dive into this revolutionary new product. For more inspiring performances and deep tutorials, check out the MPC Academy, MPC Masterclass, and MPC Key sessions available right here on this channel. To learn even more about MPC Key 61, visit our website at akaipro.com. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time.